Hello and welcome to Kingmaker Plays. My name is Ben. This is going to be the second game from our Rise of Red Skull campaign using Ghost Spider Protection. We're up against Absorbing Man this time. Who's read through the story. Basically, give it crossbones. He feels I never wanted the tech. I just need to give it to Madame Hydra. I just need to give Madame Hydra time to escape with the stone. And now I'm going to try and cover her escape. So in this, basically, we're going to get delay counters, and we'll try and beat him as quick as possible, which isn't necessarily this deck's best strength, unfortunately. We've got setup and play now, so setup cards even. So we've got the tactical scanner here, which is one use in the campaign only. Spoilers, I'm probably going to try and wait until the last possible mission to do it, to try and get set up quickly. This is discard cards and remove it from the campaign. Discard this card and remove it from the campaign. Draw 5 cards. And in here with the setup, each player searches their deck for all the cards with the setup keyword, which you have, puts it to play. Then we shuffle the experimental weapons recorded, which was the power gauntlet and the laser rifle, into the encounter deck. Although we're playing against expert villains, we're not playing the expert campaign. So that is the only different setups from normal. So I'm going to shuffle some decks, and I will see you after I've done that. Right, we have None Shall Pass as the main scheme. It says discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a environment put to play. Put that into play, and then shuffle the discarded cards into the deck. There we go. So we've got Rocky Outcrops. So this is force response. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage for him, 2 instead of this 5 or more delay counters. He's also got the here with the stage 2 Absorbing Man. Against the trait of each environment in play. So as we know, he's got the. So at the moment, he's got the stone. But he has got the. We searched for super absorbing power, which we have done already. So at the moment, he does actually have all of the traits. And that's got 3 threat on it. And this has 2 threat on it. There's only one main scheme, so if we don't beat it, we'll lose. And yeah, so basically after the step 1 of the villain phase, we put a delay counter on there. Once we get 5 delay counters, bad stuff starts happening, or worse stuff starts happening. It's not that bad. So we're going to draw a hand of 6 cards even. So we have Phantom Flip, Hard to Ignore, Web Bracelets, George, Armored Vest, and Ghost Kick. They're all pretty damn good cards, if I'm honest. Can't afford them all though, annoyingly. I think we might gonna keep the Phantom Flip. We've got to keep George. Let's go with that. I'll get rid of the Hard to Ignore, the Kick, and draw 2 more. Just Spider-Man and another Phantom Flip. Not quite what I wanted to see, unfortunately. Can the maths work on this? So those 2 pay for that. Unfortunately, those 2 don't pay for that. So no, that doesn't quite work. Okay. Well, we're going to ready up anyway. So I think we're just going to have to. Yeah. We're going to put George out with the Armoured Vest. We're then going to attack him for 2, putting him down to 13 health, started on 15. We're then going to discard a Phantom Flip and Spider-Man. That's the brown version. That's the Hobie Brown version, sorry. To stand her and remove 5 threat from a scheme, which will get rid of super absorbing power. And then we're going to attack again to do another 2 damage to him. And then we're going to ready up. So we're going to draw 4 more cards. So we get a Ticket to the Multiverse, Web Binding, Defiant, and Hard to Ignore. We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. And then we're going to put 1 delay counter on the main scheme. He's going to attack us. We are going to defend. And then we're going to play Defiant to stand ourselves and discard the card. Okay, bad stuff. The villain attacks you. Fantastic. I don't really want to do it. I want to get that web bracelet out. I think we're going to have to take it on the chin. So he attacks us for 3. Heals himself for 1. So we're going to take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. He's going to heal himself for 1, so he's back up to 12. We're down to 7. Okay. We're going to use Ticket to the Multiverse to play the web bracelet, and then we're going to use Web Binding to play Hard to Ignore. And then we're going to go in and punch him for 2. And that's going to end our turn. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know, guys. I'm trying a new setup with the camera. Hopefully, it's a bit better, a bit less shaky. So do let me know if it is better for you. Basically, ooh, he says, knocking the camera. Right. 1 threat goes into the main scheme, and 1 delay counter. He's going to attack. We're going to defend. Then we're going to use Defiant to not get the card, which is then going to means we can ready ourselves with. Sorry, we can get a card from web bracelet, which gets unflappable, and we can stand. So that card is discarded. So it attacks us for 4. So we would have taken some damage. We then can use Hard to Ignore to move a threat from the main scheme. Bad stuff. He's now got a Power Gauntlet. So if he does damage us, we discard a card. Okay. I think we go with Unflappable using the web, using that. Then we get Flows Like Water, discarding Spider-Man and Pirouette and Punch. Then we're going to swing in for 2. 1, 2. And then ready everything up. So now we've got Unflappable, so if we successfully defend, we get to draw a card. And we've got Flows Like Water. Every time we play a card with the defense keyword, we do a point of damage to whoever's attacking us. We draw 5 cards. We get Expert Defense, Desperate Defense, Pirouette and Punch, Power on All of Us, and Parental Guidance. 1 threat goes into the main scheme. 1 more delay counter. He attacks. We're going to defend and use Expert Defense, which with her ability will ready us, and then allow us to draw a card, which gets us Strength, and we'll do a point of damage with Flows Like Water. So he attacks us for 4. We successfully defend. So we get to draw a card with Unflappable, which gets us Power on All of Us. And then we get to move a threat off the main scheme. And then bad stuff. The villain schemes. He schemes for 3. Which puts it on to 6 threats. Threat removal is something this deck does struggle with a little bit. So that's something we do need to keep an eye on. Maybe we should use the Pirouette and Punch. Right, I'm going to put the Desperate Defense onto George. And there's not much else I can do with this hand, unfortunately. We're going to swing in and hit him for 2. 1, 2. Putting it down to 5. Yeah. I'm going to discard the 2 powers on All of Us and the Parental Guidance and draw 3 new cards. Phantom Flip, Silk, and Defiance, and everything's going to ready. So 1 more, 1 delay counter, 1 threat goes into the main scheme. He is going to attack. We are going to defend. We're going to use Defiance to discard the card. That will stand us. That will draw us a card with web Bracelet, which gets us Electrostatic Armor. That will cause a point of damage of Flows Like Water. That will allow us to to draw a card because we successfully defended, and that will allow us to move 1 threat to the main scheme with Hard to Ignore. Alright, when revealed, if Absorbing has the Stone trait, give Absorbing Man 1 face down boost card. Okay. That's not that. Oh, could be worse. Could be worse. Right. What are we doing this turn? I think we're going to put the Ghost Kick onto George. We're then going to... I really should keep that Electric Armor, but no. We're going to put Silk out. When Silk comes into play, we can control Web Warrior, which we do. We get to go through the discard pile, so the draw pile, and we get to discard a card. It's going to be Shadows from the Past because I hate that card. Basically. She is then going to remove one threat off the main scheme. And then we're going to go and punch Absorbing Man. 1, 2, and... Why was I exhausted? I shouldn't have been, should I? I think I was getting ready to do this and I stopped myself. And then I'm going to use the Phantom Flip to remove 5 threat from the scheme, which was Radius, and then we're going to punch Absorbing Man again, which puts him down to 0. So that beats stage 1. We're now against stage 2. Has 6. That beats stage 2. Sorry, now on stage 3. He has 16 health. Absorbing Man gains the traits for each environment in play. So we have Stone. So he placed 1. After Absorbing Man activates against you, we place 1 threat on the main scheme. Okay, we're going to draw our hand. 2, 4, 5. We're going to ready everything. We get another delayment counter, unfortunately, and we get 1 threat. We've drawn into a Web Bracelet, a Web Binding, a Ghost Kick, an Expert Defense, and a Desperate Defense. Obviously, he has got that face down boost card. So, I am going to... He's going to attack. I'm going to defend. So, training for 3. He's attacking for at least 3. So, we're going to use the Expert Defense, which will Radius, and draw us a card into another hard to ignore. And then we use Flows Like Water to hurt him. I'm just trying to work out I want to play another card at this point. Guarantee not getting damaged. Don't think it matters too much, does it? So, no. So, right. So he attacks us for... Oh, Jesus. 8. If Zorman has the metal, he does not have metal or ice. So 8, we are defending for 6, we take 2 damage, which means we don't get to trigger the rest of the stuff, unfortunately. And then... right, this is probably about the worst card. So search your hand and discard pile and play for George. Set him aside, attach to this. So the annoying thing about this is both those cards now go to the discard pile. It's going to Alter Ego to get him back. I think we probably end up just fighting through this, if I'm honest. Right, on to our turn. What have we got? We've got a Ghost Kick. So we're going to swing in, punch him for 2. 1, 2. We're then going to... While we're punching him, we're going to spend... the hard to ignore the Desperate Defense to play a Ghost Kick. To cause 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him down to 7, and that will Radius. We're then going to go in and punch him for another 2. 1, 2, putting him down to 5. Oh, we should have discarded a card. Dang. Is it discarded? Discards 1 card. Okay, we discarded the Web Binding. That's fine. So we've still got the Web Bracelet in hand. Does Silk want to attack for 1? Probably not. We're going to draw 4 more cards, which then gets a face down encounter card. We're going to get up to 6 delay counters, 1 additional threat on the main. Oh, he should have. He should have another threat on there because of his ability now. Okay, so we've got the Web Bracelet, Expert Defense, Ironheart, Genius, and Energy. He's going to attack. We are going to defend with Expert Defense, so stands us. Exhaust that to draw a card. Use Flows Like Water to put him down to 4 health. Attacks us for 4. We successfully defend, so we get to remove a threat from the main scheme, and we get to draw a card. Getting us an Expert Defense. Bad stuff is a Hydra Patrol. When defeated, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. Because... maybe we are going to worry about that. We need to do 4 damage. Now we can do that. We play Genius to play Ironheart, getting us a Defiance. And then Ironheart Silk, and Ghost Spider will do 4 damage, which will put him to 0. And that is the end of that game. So there we go. That's him defeated. Oh, sorry. I forgot to do this. Each player must spend either or take 2 indirect damage, 3 indirect damage. I did forget about this side scheme. This card we got. Well, we had the genius. We had the energy at that point, so that we wouldn't have taken the direct damage. So that's fine. Oops, forgot about that. But okay, that's how the game ends. I'm gonna pack everything up, and then we're gonna look at what happens next in the campaign. Right then, so record the number of delay counters on the main scheme, which is going to be a 6, unfortunately. Then each player can choose 1 basic condition from the campaign set attached to identity and add it to the campaign log. So I thought about this long and hard, but I think I need to go for the basic defense upgrade because it just gives me that extra defense. And then when we get to the expert side, after you defend against an attack, exhaust a card to draw a card. So it's just going to help me with my just getting through my deck faster, finding those cards I need. The extra hit points don't hurt either, so we want to be taking a few hits, and the +1 defense. I did think about going for the one which gives you +1 fort, but I think build to your strengths. Okay, well that's the end of game 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and come back for game 3 where... Should we just go for the story quickly? Well, I'm glad that's done. Truly, that was a glorious battle. Is it really ever glorious against Absorbing Man? Especially when you're a bit of a god. Blink, hey, what was that? I've no idea. Let's go back to the base and find out what's going on. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Big Hydra symbol on the Avengers Tower. If we're seeing that, right, there's Hydra taking over the tower. Then, yeah. And then the attacked by missile. We're hit. We're going down. Ha, boom. No more Avengers. Let's go make sure they're done for, boys. So next up we've got Taskmaster, which will be on Monday, most likely. Okay, so guys, I hope you all enjoyed that. And as always, it has been emotional.